Hi everyone, welcome to Go Classes. Today we have with us Chandu Siddharth, who got All India Rank 38 in GATE CS 2025. Siddharth was Go Classes complete course enrolled student, and we are very happy and proud of him. Siddharth, first of all, congratulations for All India Rank 38, and welcome to this session. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
So, Siddharth, please let us know about your GATE 2025 exam statistics. Basically, how many marks you got, what was your shift, and after normalization, what were your marks, score, all these things.
Yeah, I gave my exam in second shift and my raw marks were 72.67, and after normalization my marks were 85.43 and the score was 922 and the rank was 38.
The score was 922.
Yes, sir, 922.
Okay, Siddharth, that's really incredible score, and
Thank you, sir.
congratulations again.
Thank you, sir.
So, Siddharth, please let us know about your GATE journey. When did you start your preparation? And first of all, did you take a drop or did you prepare with the final year? This attempt, this all India rank 38 attempt, was it with your final year, third year, or drop?
It is with final year, sir.
Okay, it is with final year. With
Yes, sir.
third year, did you appear in the GATE exam?
Yes, sir.
What was your
Uh,
rank?
the rank was 2376 in my third year.
2376.
Yes.
So around 2400 rank or
Yeah.
2300 rank, and from there you got all India rank 38 this year. So that's a huge jump. So Siddharth, please let us know when did you start your preparation? In which semester you thought that okay, I should go with the GATE preparation?
Actually, it was there in my mind from the first year itself, but I started in the month of August 2023 for my third year attempt. It was self preparation, watching lectures from YouTube. Yeah, I did self preparation my third year, and I joined Go classes at the end of March 2024 for my fourth year attempt.
Okay, so from March 2024 you started your preparation with Go classes, and before that you got all India rank almost 2300 with your third year with self preparation.
Yes.
So so Siddharth, why did you join Go classes and how did you get to know about Go classes? Because basically you have enrolled in the Go classes just after your first attempt of the GATE exam. After GATE 2024 exam, you started your preparation with the Go classes. So anyone recommended you or did you watch some lectures and decided?
Actually, in the month of January, I came across operating system lectures of Sachin sir on YouTube, and I watched the lectures, and I felt like there is something which I cannot get from other coaching. I found something new and very in a depth of learn. Yeah, and I asked Sachin sir regarding the admission process, and he told me that watch few other lectures also on Go Classes YouTube channel. And I watched the operating system, and also I did not cover mathematics in my last year attempt. I watched graph theory lectures from you, sir, and I liked that every lecture very much. And I was like, I'll join Go classes next year itself. I made my mind in January 2024.
Okay, so basically before the first attempt of GATE exam, you already made your mind that after the GATE 2024 exam, you will join the Go
Yeah.
classes and you will prepare with us for 1 year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Siddharth, what did you do extra or what did you do new in this attempt comparing to the previous attempt? Basically, I want to know how a student goes from 2300 rank to 38 rank, how that transition happens, what new you have to do. So please let us know.
First thing, Go classes is the major change, and then secondly, the revision. I used to revise parallelly. Uh, if I complete one subject in this month, I used to revise that particular subject in the next month. It's the first revision that I used to do, and later it depends upon the difficulty of the subject. Like digital logic and C programming, I don't revise them frequently, but I do revise computer networks or any difficult topic like COA. Subjects are not difficult, but few topics in few subjects are difficult for me. I revised. The major change I made was go classes and revision. I revised thoroughly this year. Yeah.
Okay. And how many hours did you study on average daily? Because you were also going to the college with final year. You cracked all India rank 38. So what was your daily routine roughly almost on average every day? What was your daily routine?
In the until October or September, I studied around 9 to 10 hours per day. In the last 3 months, I studied around 13 to 14, 15 hours also some. Last 3 months, November, January, December. Yeah.
That's incredible. Literally like goosebumps hearing that. So, so Siddharth, actually, to all the students who are watching this video, I want to let you know that I and Siddharth, we had conversation many times over call on Telegram messages. So, Siddharth, if you remember, can you like roughly let me know how many times did we have phone call conversations? Because every time you called me, we had a conversation for long durations, and
Yes, sir.
so throughout the year, I think.
Yes, sir. I think we talked more than 10 to 15 times in my preparation journey. Even before the exam day, also around night in the 10 o'clock, also I call you and we were talking for about 45 minutes regarding how can I attempt the paper if the paper is difficult or how to handle different types of papers. Also, we discussed that night. Yeah, yes, sir. We talk very frequently. When I got some doubt, I used to call you.
I think I remember our conversation just before the exam day. One
Yeah.
day, I can say on the night before the exam, we were talking about silly mistake also, and you, I
Yes.
think you were telling me how you are going to how you are reducing your silly mistakes. So that strategy you told me, and if you
Yeah.
remember the, I think the next day or I took a chit chat session with the
Yeah.
students, and I told everyone that this was the strategy Siddharth followed.
Yes. Yes.
So, can you let everyone know? So, basically, the question is how did you reduce your silly mistakes? What were the actual practical steps you took to reduce your silly mistakes in your in the Go classes All India mock test, in the test series, and also in the final gate exam?
Uh, First of all, the silly mistakes that a student can do is like wrong interpretation of the question or missing a single word or a particular point from the question just because he cannot read properly the question. It is obvious that when you are solving 60 questions in 3 hours of time, you might do mistakes in 2 to 3 or 4 to 5 questions, right? What I used, like, when I read a question, I read it thoroughly and I understand it. If I feel that there is something to note down, like the values or something related to the question, I used to note it down. And I used to keep a checkbox. Uh, I used to draw one checkbox on my rough sheet on that particular question. And I solve the question. And after solving the question, before checking, matlab, uh, opting the, checking the
Before
option.
clicking the option.
Before clicking the option, I used to read the question once more. And after reading the question, after reading, sorry, after solving the question, I have to read it again, so that I ensure that I do not make any mistake like like true or false, yeah, for undecidability or decidability. It actually helps me in the final exam also. I think in the AMT5 they asked for undecidable and they clicked for decidable options. And after I saw that I did not check the checkbox, and I got back to the previous question and I read the question again. And I saw they were asking for undecidable. And again, I changed my options. That helped me, yeah, in getting 2 marks more. Yeah, the basic steps are read the question, draw a checkbox, solve the question, and before clicking the option, read the question again. And after reading the question, tick mark the checkbox. What happens is when you go to the next question, before solving the next question, you will see a checkbox which is empty, and it will strike in your mind ki you did not check the previous question after solving again, right? Then what happens is it will reduce my silly mistakes like true or false mistakes or something like that. Yeah, yes, sir. And also for MSQs, what I used to do is like if I saw one option, I don't do click the option just after I solved it. I used to write the options ABCD on my paper, and I used to write true or false like that on my paper. And after writing on my rough sheet, and I will read the question again whether all asking for true or false. If they ask for true, and I'll check my paper, and if the options which are marked true, I'll opt all the options at the end. Not like I don't do it like option by option. I used to solve entire question once, and then after reading the question again, I used to click the options. Yeah, this is what I did.
Actually, related to MSQ, the strategy that you applied, that is the same strategy I also apply when I'm also solving any MSQ question. Basically, because sometimes the question can ask not false, not true.
Yeah,
These are even more complicated, because our
yeah,
mind directly goes to the important word, that is like,
yes,
if the question is asking not true, our mind will only go to the true.
true.
We will miss the note, our mind will miss the note.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
so that is one thing. And to all the students, let me summarize. Basically, Siddharth did this for to reduce silly mistakes, to reduce many silly mistakes, that he, when he is solving the question on the scribble pad, he will make a checkbox, small checkbox. And after solving the question, when he is clicking the option on the screen, then he will read the last line of the question. In the question, the last line, basically what actually the question is asking, only the last line, the Siddharth will read. And Siddharth will see the question is asking decidable, but I have done undecidable. So Siddharth will correct it, and Siddharth will tick mark the checkbox, that okay, that this question, in this question, this particular silly mistake I have reduced. So that is actually very frequent silly mistake, Siddharth, that the question is asking not true, we are clicking true. The question is asking false, we are clicking true. So
yeah,
these are very common mistakes. And I remember there is a question in 2020 or 2018. There was a minimum spanning tree question. In that question, the language of the question was very complicated, and the question was not asking the weight of the minimum spanning tree. The
okay,
question wanted to ask the number of the minimum spanning trees.
yes, yes,
So the language of the question was very complicated. And if you find the weight of the minimum spanning tree, I think it was coming like maybe 4 or 5. And the number of minimum spanning tree, it was coming like 3. So
yeah,
many students made the silly mistakes in that question. So this is for all the future aspirants who are preparing for gate exam. So you can take care of the silly mistakes, because silly mistakes, they will reduce your marks by, you can say, 4 to 6 or 4 to 7 marks. The silly mistakes will reduce. These marks you could have gotten if you attempt the exam, if you attempt the question with full focus, then you can easily reduce these silly mistakes. So one tip and one suggestion that Siddharth and I have already discussed. Okay.
and one more thing, sir. When I complete solving the question, I used to draw a border around the question so that the values don't mix with the other questions while solving some other questions. I used to keep a border. This question is completed up to you.
So basically, very clean work you used to do in the scribble pad. On the scribble
Yeah,
pad, you are not like mixing the question, this
no, no,
question solution, this question solution. They are mixing, merging.
yes, yes,
So
no, no,
you
not
are
like
doing
that.
very clean work.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, Siddharth. So Siddharth, please let us know about your experience with the Go Classes course. You started from March 2024. For 1 year, you studied from us. Did you watch each and every single lecture, every topic, every subject, or did you skip some lectures? How did you approach the Go Classes course, and what was your experience?
Uh, the experience was really great, sir. And initially, I started with linear algebra and discrete mathematics. After listening to linear algebra lectures, I was like, "Ki, give me any question, I can solve." I was that confident after watching linear algebra course, and every course is really good. Uh, I don't remember. I mean, I'm not able to recall the Actually, it is very simple, sir. I mean, a single proof was given by Sachin sir why the two's complement of a number will become negative. Why? The reason behind that. And I was like, I was literally shocked. I was like, I was going to my mother and I was like saying, "Maza aa raha hai," by watching these lectures. And yeah, there are very many proofs and that you give like pumping lemma and Mahil theorem. After knowing all these things, I was like, I did not know TOC. I mean, I did not study properly TOC and decidability, and yeah, how can we even know the class of a grammar? I mean, regular or non-regular. Yeah, that is also. Matlab, I felt like. I don't have to rely on any other resources apart from Go classes after studying. Yeah, it was really very great experience. I loved the learning.
Thank you, Siddharth, for sharing your experience with the Go Classes course. So, did you complete the course or did you skip some part, some lecture?
No, sir, I completed the entire course.
Okay. So, when did you complete the Go Classes course from the March you started? So, when did you complete it?
I completed my course by the mid of November, and I thought I will skip transport layer and application layer lectures in computer networks because I could not have that much time to cover. And later in January, I realized that I have to be comfortable with every topic in every subject. Then only I can get 85, 80 marks like that. Then I watched computer network, so transport layer and application lectures also I watched. Yeah, I watched everything. You can say by mid of November I completed the course.
Okay. And because you already mentioned that you were also doing revision in parallel with your course completion. So, please let us know because from March you have started the Go Classes course, you are covering it and you are finishing it by the mid November. And with your course, you are also doing the revision. So, what was your revision strategy? Please let us know.
I started discrete mathematics and engineering mathematics in the month of March, and in between I had semester exams, so it got me delayed. I completed mathematics by the end of May, and and after my revision strategies was very simple. If I complete a single two subjects or single subject in this particular month, I used to revise. I used to revise. Completing a subject means like covering all the lectures, solving the PYQ, and giving all the weekly quizzes related to that particular subject. This is what I consider as completing the subject. And after completing the subject, I used to revise the those two subjects in the next month. Revising those subjects from the annotated notes and giving the test series, topic wise test and subject wise test. And later on, depending upon the difficulty of the subject, I used to revise it. Like if it is like a small subject or easy subject, I used to revise like 1 to 2 months, one time for 2 months like that. If it is a difficult subject for me personally, I used to revise it for every 20 days. Yeah, like that. Parallel revision was there, sir. It helped me uh, to have every concept in my mind by by the month of September, October. So yes, even if I don't complete the syllabus by the September, also it did not uh, trouble me in my results, mock results only.
Yes. So, Siddharth, did you make yourself notes or did you rely on the annotated notes that we provide or the toppers handwritten notes that we provide? Please let us know about your notes making.
In my opinion, if a student is investing 3 hours or 2.5 hours on in a 2 hour lecture just because it is getting him time for making notes, then it is a waste of time because we don't use the notes for future reference like in the last 2 months or 3 months for revision purpose. We are having many better options like annotated notes and the toppers notes also. They are really very good, and you don't have to waste your time like 2.5 hours 3 hours on 2 hour lecture. It will eventually don't help you just because even if you write every question with every question and answer in your notes, you won't refer them when you're revising it one more time. I did make the notes just to focus on the lectures. While watching lectures, just to focus, just to have a good focus, I used to make the notes, but I never used them in my entire preparation. I just made the notes. And also, in my opinion, the short notes is way more important than the long notes. You will use only the short notes in the final 2 to 3 minutes. You won't use the long notes. You might use it only for 1 to 2 times. You are having better options, right? So why wasting those 2.5 hours 3 hours of time making the notes? Yeah.
Very interesting point you mentioned, Siddharth, that to focus on the lecture, to understand the lecture simultaneously with the lecture, you were also writing the notes so that you
Yes.
can focus on the lecture. Because
Yeah.
if there is a 1 hour, 2 hour lecture and you are watching it without having copy
Yeah.
pen in your hand, you are watching it like a movie. Okay, you are sitting and you are watching the movies going on. Then it is very easy to lose focus. It is very
Yeah.
easy to zone out
Yeah.
some part maybe
Yes,
5
yes,
or 10 minutes, it you will zone out, and then you will go back. Then you will go back and you will see, oh, I missed it, I was
yeah,
zoned out. So
yes, yes.
did it happen?
Yeah, actually, I tried watching lectures without making notes for C programming lectures. Since C programming was a basic, it's easy course, but still I felt like I was not able to recall the previous lectures content or something like that. Yeah, sometimes I used to like just as you said, I used to zone out for 5 to 10 minutes, and I was like, I missed the lecture, and I used to skip back, I have to revert back, and yeah, just to focus on the lectures only, I made notes, not for any revision purpose. Yeah.
That is really incredible. Basically, your focus was not just to cover the lecture, not just to pass the lecture. It was to understand the lecture, to understand the
Yeah.
concept. That is the important point. Actually, many students who are preparing for the first time, they think that, okay, let's cover the syllabus as soon as possible. They
Yeah.
compromise with the understanding of the concepts. So if you are compromising with the understanding of concepts, then what is the benefit of covering the syllabus? You will cover the syllabus. Actually, I think 10,000 students, they cover the syllabus, but
Yes. Yes.
still the toppers are only, I can say, 1,000 or 500. Only these many students, they become the topper. So the difference which I feel, that is covering the lectures versus understanding the concepts. So what is your opinion, Siddharth, about it?
Uh, if you don't do revision, and even if you cover your syllabus by September or October, if you open the subjects that you covered in March or April, you will feel like you knew. You'll feel like I have to rewatch the lectures of some particular topics, right? And if you focus on watching the lectures and understanding them along with the parallel revision, if you do, it just takes 1 to 2 hours per day. Not even per day. In my case, I tried doing daily revision, and I felt like I studied yesterday only, and that there is no daily revision. And I started doing weekly revision. Yeah, try different things, but keep in mind that sir, by the end of October or November, your syllabus is completed, but you have every concept in your mind just because you have done a very good revision. Then also you can score 70 marks easily in mock exams in the initial phase, or at least 60. You can grow up from there. But instead of doing revision and only focusing on lectures, watching, doing PYQ, doing no revision, then what happens is in the month of October, you will be having 10 to 12 books. You have to read them again, you have to understand them, and you have to memorize them. Yeah. It is very difficult to do at once. You can do slowly from the beginning.
So watching the lectures with full focus, basically, as you mentioned that you were writing some notes, you had
Yeah.
copy pen in your hand while watching the lecture, so that you can focus on the lecture, so that you can understand the lecture. That is one thing. Second thing, periodic revision, regular revision, so that you don't forget the previous concepts, the previous subjects that you have studied. So periodic revision and regular revision that you suggested. And another point, that you don't have to cover the syllabus as early as possible with
Yes.
compromise, with compromising the concepts. If you have good understanding of the concepts, this is your statement basically, that if you have good understanding of the concepts, if the concepts and the subjects are fresh in your mind, then even if you complete your syllabus by, let's assume, November, December, then also you will get, all entering 38, you will get a top rank, you can get.
Yes.
So,
Yes, sir.
and I think, Siddharth, you may have talked with many students. So
Yeah.
what do you think that majority of the toppers, I am asking for the toppers, I think majority of the toppers, they follow the same strategy, that their focus is always on the crystal clear, complete understanding of the concept, rather than rushing through the syllabus and
Mm.
completing it by maybe August, September, and rushing through the syllabus. So I have never seen that a student, a topper, suggests that, okay, let's rush through the syllabus, let's just quickly complete it. Whether we are understanding the concept or not, that is not major issue. So I think I have never seen from a topper this type of statement coming.
Yeah. Actually, this was me in my third year attempt. I actually started in by the end of August. And my only motto was I have to complete the syllabus as quickly as possible. And I used to only watch only the lectures, daily 10 to 12 hours of content on. And I completed syllabus by December, I think. And after I faced really, I felt like if I open any COA notes, I used to like I don't know anything. When I listened to the lectures, I was like COA is very easy. But when I opened the notes in the month of December, I was like I don't know anything. I have to rewatch the lectures, and there was no time, and I was not even solving the PYQs also. You don't have to rush finishing the syllabus very quickly. You can you as you said the good understanding in the fourth year, my main goal was by the end of September or October, I should be completing the syllabus and I should be having all concepts of all subjects in my mind. That was my main aim. And I prepared for a few strategies to reach that goal. And eventually delayed up to November, but still I was able to do the work that I want to, but it got delayed. I could not do up until October, but I did. It got 15 days delay. Yeah. But I haven't seen any. I know few friends, and I know many people who are preparing for this year and who topped the exam. Nobody, I haven't seen any person rushing through the syllabus. I want to complete very quickly. I want to very complete very quickly. No, nobody even doubts that. Nobody have doubt whether I have to complete the syllabus by October or November. They will be like, I am studying this particular subject now. They will be like whether I'm able to solve the PYQ, whether I'm able to get good marks in weekly quizzes, whether I'm able to score well and solve the problems with good with in a proper manner in test series or not, whether I'm managing the time or not. They are all worried about these things. They are not worried about whether I'm completing the syllabus quickly or whether I'm yeah. This is what I observed.
So, Siddharth, please let us know about weekly quizzes. Did you attempt all the Go classes weekly quizzes?
Yes, sir. I attempted all the Go classes weekly quizzes. I think I left with two weekly quizzes. I think. Actually, I had a document through which I used to track my progress. So I know I did not attempt only two weekly quizzes. I even attempted the previous year weekly quizzes also. Few weekly quizzes. Yeah.
Okay. And what was your strategy after attempting a test of the test series? In the Go classes test series, you attempted topic wise test, subject test, mock test, all India mock test, and also the weekly quizzes. So, please let me know in every type of test, after the test is over, if you are getting low marks, some questions you could not complete, so some questions you could not solve, what was your strategy immediately after attempting the test?
Uh, when it comes to weekly quizzes or topic wise tests, most of the quizzes will have around 15 to 20 questions. Right? In that case I used to do I used to get almost 75 to 85% of marks in most of the weekly quizzes. So there used to be only 2 to 3 questions which I got wrong, or one question which I did not attempt in the exam. So I just used to go through the discussion in that particular question, and if I find any question which is like really very good question, and we have to revise it later during my December last month days. I used to make a document for each subject in which I used to star mark the question, and I used to paste the Gate Overflow link also, so that when you used to solve the next time, I used to in the month of December and January, what I did was I just took those documents and I solved each and every question. I even solved Anjali Chauhan's documents also. She also prepared the same star mark question documents. I even solved her documents also. They were really good. I actually did this by watching her interview on GoClasses YouTube channel. I saw that she was making this type of star mark questions. You might see a very good question in the month of March, April, May, June. If you don't bookmark them or you don't revise them later, you might forget the actual concept or something. If I find anything insightful or anything from the discussion on the Get Overflow website, I used to just copy paste the content and paste in the that particular document, so that the good points are covered and not missed during my preparation days, so that I can revise efficiently in my last months.
Okay, okay, Siddharth. And what about Siddharth? What about mock test, All India mock test? So, did you attempt each and every All India mock test? We conducted total 5 All India mock tests for GATE CS 2025 aspirants. Did you attempt each and every of them?
Yes, sir. I attempted all mock tests, and also all India mock test also. I attempted 14 mock tests in Gate on Gate Over for test series, Go classes test series, and I even attempted Gate Over for test series also. All six mock tests attempted. Uh, After mock test, my strategy used to change. Like I used to divide the questions like answered correctly and in a right manner. And also few questions will be like I used to not guess or not with a proper answer. No, I did not get the answer properly, but I got something near answer and I marked the option and I got it right. And that one, and some few will be like these are very new to me in the sense like whether I did not cover any subject or sorry that particular concept, I used to divide them and the wrong ones. And I used to refer all, I used to see all the discussions on the Get Outflow website for every question. And yeah, the same thing continues. If I find anything good or insightful, I used to bookmark them in the documents. And after mock exams or AMTs, I used to discuss with my friends about the questions. I used to talk over phone calls. We used to discuss all the questions almost. Yeah, with group studies, it helped me a lot in my final days of preparation.
Okay. So group study, online group study or offline?
No, no, online group studies.
Okay. So in the online group study, how many people were there?
Uh, Actually, we were two people, and we used to discuss every day. Her name is Ahalya.
Yes, yes. She
Uh,
is also Go classes complete course student.
yeah, and she's also from Andhra Pradesh. We used to discuss after every AMD. We used to talk regarding what did you mark, what I marked, and how did you get that answer for that particular question. I got the different answer. How did you approach it? We used to discuss like this, and also Lord is and I assume everybody knows him.
He is also
Kulgupta.
in the chat right now. So
He will be there. Yeah,
Lord
I know.
Asian is basically Mukul Gupta, All India rank 70. He is right now in the chat. He is saying congratulations, Siddharth.
Yeah, he's also a very good friend of me, and we also used to discuss questions also. If I don't get anything, I used to ask him. Yeah, mostly I used to ask him. He don't get doubts normally. He's like top of the yeah. He's like that. And yeah, group studies are online and all. These are only Go classes students, which I saw and met in Telegram. Yeah, those who are active on the groups.
Yes.
Yes.
So actually, let me tell you, Siddharth, just like I had conversation with you over call many times, as you were telling that almost 15 times, maybe
Yeah.
throughout the year, throughout
Yes. Yes.
your preparation of 1 year, we had phone call conversations. And
Yeah.
similarly, you can ask Ahalya also, Jada. So
Yeah.
she was also Go classes complete course student, and we had a lot of conversation on WhatsApp, usually in the
Yes.
chat. Whenever there was a doubt, there was a issue, she used to message me on the WhatsApp, and we have a long conversation. I think for the last 1 year. So
Yes.
and after the gate exam, I think she wanted to challenge a question, and
Yeah.
there also I from my side I could whatever help I could provide, I provided her. So if Ahalya is watching this interview, so congratulations Ahalya, you also got a top rank in the gate exam. Siddharth, Mukul Gupta, basically you three you had conversation throughout your preparation, and I think you met in the Go classes private telegram group.
Yes, sir. We met in the private exam.
Okay, that's really good. So students can make this type of circle, small circle. I see on the
Yes.
Telegram, on the Reddit, people they just okay, आ जाओ कनेक्ट, हाँ कि जितने भी
Yeah.
सीरियस एस्पिरेंट है मुझे मैसेज करो। इस तरह से अगर आप 100-200 लोगों के साथ ग्रुप स्टडी कर रहे हो तो उसे ग्रुप स्टडी नहीं
Mm.
बोलते। ठीक
That's
है,
it.
कुछ थोड़ा सा आप आराम से, एक ऐसे जल्दबाजी नहीं करनी आपको कि यार ग्रुप स्टडी के लिए आप आराम से, अगर आप गो क्लासेस के एनरोल्ड स्टूडेंट हो तो आप गो क्लासेस के प्राइवेट टेलीग्राम ग्रुप में हो, वहां पे आप देखो आराम से 1-2 महीने इंतजार करो, आप लोगों के डाउट सॉल्व करो, लोगों से आप अपने डाउट पूछो। इट इज अ टू वे थिंग। इफ यू हैव डाउट यू आस्क, and if someone is asking you solve their doubt. Whenever you are solving others doubt, then your understanding of the concept will increase. Remember, whenever you answer someone else's doubt, then you are benefiting yourself. It is for your benefit, it is also for his or her benefit, but it is for your benefit, that you have to understand. So maybe for 1 or 2 months you be active, you ask doubts, you solve doubts, and then you see that okay, which students vibes are matching with you.
Yes,
Like I
right.
can say that Siddharth, maybe you found that okay, Ahla Jada and Lord Aizen all in rank 70 Mukul. So you thought that okay, these will be good companions for my group study.
Yes, sir, right, sir.
So that this is
Yeah,
what I recommend to all the Go classes enrolled students for GATE 2026, GATE 2027, computer science or DA. This is my suggestion to all our Go classes enrolled students.
yes, sir. Actually, having a group helps you be consistent also in the work. It is as we know that when you want to walk fast, walk alone, and when you want to walk long, you have to walk together, right? It will definitely help. But in the at the same time, you have to select the companions also. Selection of companions also is very important. Don't just go with the random guy. And you can just you can just see the Telegram groups for 2 to 3 months or 4 months, and you will find like these guys are very serious and they're very consistent in the last 4 months. And you can approach them if they are okay, and yeah, you can do group study also together, and be active on Telegram also. You will find very good students if you are active, and if you solve questions, they will also keep interest in solving your doubts also. When you're helping someone else will also help you back. Yeah,
Yes. So serious aspirants, consistent, not only
consistent.
serious, consistent aspirants,
Yes,
and also not talking unnecessary things every now and then. So
yes.
basically, who are focused, I can say that okay, they are focused on getting a top rank in the gate next year.
That is very important, sir. The mindset of the companions also should match. In a group, you should not have a person who wants to get a top 10 rank and the other person who wants to get a decent rank like 1000 to 500. It doesn't work. You both have to work for the same goal, and if you both have the same aim, like I want to get top 10, top 50, then only it will work. The other person, yeah, both of the guys must have the same mindset and the same level of goal like that. Yeah.
Yes, yes, Siddharth. So Siddharth, how did you approach the gate previous year questions? Because those are very important for the gate preparation. We always stress on that the most important part of your gate CS preparation, that is gate previous year questions, gate PYQs. So from where did you solve, how many times did you solve, and for each question how were you solving that particular gate PYQ?
Um, I'll say when I start a particular subject, what I used to do is I used to prepare a schedule in which I know I get to know on which particular day on which lecture I want to watch. And also since I prepared from the third year, I know the concepts. I know the concepts. In the sense like you will have in Gate Overflow volumes, you will get PYQs by topic, right? And what I used to do is after watching this particular lecture, I can solve these PYQs. I used to separate all these things. So what happens is when I was planning for starting the particular subject, I used to plan like after solving this particular lecture, you can solve these set of PYQs. After solving these particular lectures, you can solve these PYQs. I used to schedule everything before starting a particular subject, and everything is ready. Schedule is ready and everything is ready. And from the next day onwards, I used to be like I have some target for this particular day. I used to do that particular work on. Even if I have time to do some other work also, I did not do anything like that. If I schedule something today, I used to do that one only. And yeah, and solving PY, this is what I used to do for planning. How to approach PYQs. And while solving the PYQs, I used to do like I don't do like solve one question and go to the discussion of the particular question. I used to keep a timer for 45 minutes solving 15 to 20 questions like that. I used to solve all the questions. I used to write the options on my rough sheet yeah. And after solving all the questions, I used to check the option whether I'm correct or not. Then I used to go through all the discussions of all 15 questions at once. It is not like it. What it helps is like it will help you to improve your speed. You must be able to solve 20 questions in 60 minutes for sure. What mistake I did was I used to keep only 45 minutes, 40 minutes. Yeah, my speed increased so much that it affected me in my last days of preparation. And yeah, but speed is also important at the same time. I have few friends who can attempt questions very accurately, but the speed is very low. Not very low. They can attempt only 50 to 55 questions. But if they could attempt 60 questions or 62 to 63 questions, they can get really very good marks. Don't focus more on speed, but yes, speed is really very important. Try to solve questions like 3 to 4 minutes. It will be good. If you solve 20 questions, keep a timer for 1 hour and solve the questions. Yeah, that would be.
So you need to balance two things: your speed
Yes.
also, your accuracy also.
Yes, sir. Both
Just to your speed should not be so high that your accuracy is very low.
accuracy. Yes.
Also your accuracy, just to focus on the accuracy, you should not be very slow. So
Yes, right.
you should be balancing these two factors. It not only go with one of them. You should try your best, because you are preparing for gate next year. Gate, you are preparing for that. There is enough time. You have go classes, weekly quizzes, go classes, test series. So there you can try all these things. Okay, how to increase my speed, how to become more accurate, how to reduce silly mistakes, how to do better time management. In every weekly quiz, in every test series, in every test, you try. It is for your rehearsal.
Yes.
Ultimate aim is the gate exam, but before that you use go classes, weekly quizzes, go classes, test series as a punching bag. Okay, keep punching, keep hitting it, and keep trying, keep practicing. So that will be very good for you. And as Siddharth is saying.
And sir, also anybody like a topper or a faculty can say what to do and how to do that. Any particular strategy if you want to apply, that is entirely dependent on you. You have to try different things. Initially, I started to watch lectures without making notes. It did not work for me. I then shifted to write notes just to focus on lectures. Right? Try different things. Some things might not work for you, some things might work for you, or you might invent something new which does not exist until now in gate industry. Yeah, that might be possible. Just ask what you want, what is necessary, and don't ask anyone how can I do that. Figure out by yourself. That would be really very better, I think, in my opinion. And also, sir, actually, for a student to understand speed and all these things, they should understand how the paper pattern will be like. We'll have 65 questions. Actually, you told me all these things on phone call before the examination phase. I just want to address them. You'll have 65 questions. You will have few questions like 4 to 5 questions which are really very tough or lengthy, or the questions that you do not have to invest time initially. And the rest of the 60 questions, out of them you will have 30 to 35 questions easy to moderate, and few questions like moderate, and few of them like moderate to hard. Even if you solve 50 questions or 45 questions also, you can get 70 marks easily. So don't panic when you see, even if you skip 15 questions also. In this attempt, I got 48 questions right, and I got 72 points, around 73 marks. Still, I was getting 38 rank. 48 questions right means I was not able to give 17 questions, I think, not at an attempt or wrong anything. 17 questions. What happens to few students, like when they see difficult questions in the beginning of the paper, they used to get panic. They'll get panic and they're like, paper is very tough and I was not able to solve 5 questions. Until now, I was not able to solve even one question. I get panic and they'll. You just remember that the rest of the easy questions are ahead. The easy questions are there in the later part of the paper, and solve those first and come to these in the ending. Yeah, understand this. You don't have to solve every question in the final gate exam, but important thing is that you don't have to prepare only for those 50 questions. It will be like the computer organization is for 7 marks. Can I leave that particular subject since I should get only 80 marks, so can I leave that? No, it doesn't work like that. You have to prepare for 65 questions. You should be comfortable with all the topics, and you have to prepare for 65 questions. But don't get panicked even if you cannot solve 15 or 10 questions in the final exam. Yeah, the comfort. I mean, in the rate, for sure, damn sure, correct questions must be around 45 to 50. That is really very. That is enough, I think.
Actually, Siddharth, one point I want to mention, that you had in GATE CS 2025, you had set 2, shift 2, and
Yes, sir.
that was hard. That was, I
Yeah.
can say, the level of shift 2 was compared was in the same level as gate 2021, gate 2022. Basically it was a hard paper, and
Yes.
that is the reason I can say that you could not solve the 65 questions. That is the reason,
Yes.
and
Yes.
that is the reason that with 48 correct question you got all engineering 38. This is what
Yes, sir.
happens when the paper is hard, like
Hard.
gate 2022, gate 2021. But in gate 2025, in computer science, the shift 1 was actually very easy. In shift 1, if you see, the topper got 100 marks. And in shift
Yes.
1, actually our student Hemanth, our
Yes. Yes.
student Om Hari,
Yeah.
all engineering 7, all engineering 9,
9.
these students, they got 93, 94 marks.
Yes.
So actually, to all the students, I just want to tell one thing, that you should prepare for the worst, but you should be ready for the best also. Okay, whatever level of paper comes, set one, set two, like I can say easy, hard, moderate, tricky, conceptual. There are many categories of the paper. And if any type of paper comes, you should be comfortable. You should not only be comfortable that, okay, that easy type of paper will come, I will be comfortable, but if the hard paper comes, I will not be comfortable. So what I'm thinking, that Siddharth, if you were in the set 1 also, then also you will get the same rank. But the point is, in that set your strategy will change, because
Yes.
initially when you are solving the question, easy questions you will be solving very quickly, and you will realize, maybe within 15 or 20 minutes or in half an hour, you will realize that the paper is easy, I should attempt more and more questions.
Yes.
So when the paper is easy, then your speed also matters. You need to solve as many questions as possible, close to 65. And also you need to be very accurate, because in the easy question the silly mistakes they happen.
Chance of silly mistakes is more.
So overall the point is that in the gate exam next year, how the paper will come, will the paper come as hard as Siddharth shift to Siddharth attempted gate 2025 CS shift to, or the paper will come easy or the moderate, or any type of paper can come next year, no one knows. Your preparation should not rely on the luck, that okay, paper will come easy, so I will be getting the top rank. But if the paper comes hard, if the paper comes like gate CS 2025 shift 2, the paper that Siddharth attempted, then I will not get top mark. It should not happen. Okay, you should be, in your preparation you should be ready to play with Australia also, to play with Zimbabwe also in the final. If
Yes. Yes.
I'm giving a cricket
Yeah.
analogy, that you
Yeah.
should be prepared, that in the final exam, whether you have Australia in front of you, or Bangladesh or Zimbabwe in front
Yes.
of you, you should win. That should
Yes.
be the strategy.
Yes. Right, sir.
Okay. So Siddharth, one last question. What is your BTech college, from where did you do BTech? And because with final year you got all India rank 38, so how is the environment in your college for the gate exam? The students, the classmates, your friends, and your professors, did they support that you are preparing for the gate exam? Did they support, or did they force you that, okay, just run in the race of placement? In most of the colleges, the students, they run in the race, there is a race of placement. So please let us know about your BTech college, the name and the environment related to gate exam.
Yeah. I'm studying in Vishnu Institute of Technology, sir, Bhimavaram in Andhra Pradesh. In my BTech college, my friends or any seniors did not prepare for GATE seriously. This is about the students who are studying in the Vishnu College. Everybody is like they are going for placements or any other for their personal goals. Nobody is like we want to prepare for GATE. Nobody is serious for preparing for GATE. This is about the students and about the professors. My HOD sir supported me really well, and I got more time to study just because of him. And yeah, and my faculty, regarding to the placements, I was not forced to go into the placements, but I was suggested to get a place, just because you can have a plan B if you don't get the rank this year or in the final year attempt also. You can have a backup plan. But I never believed in anything like a plan B, because I was like, when you start something new, and after starting that also, you are thinking about what if this does not happen, what I have to do. If you start thinking that, then I don't think that the person is serious about the first one he wanted to do. I was damn sure that I will be getting a good rank, and I was only into the gate preparation only. But faculty used to suggest me, just give a placement, you can sit for placements. Yeah, But they supported me also for getting preparation. They did not force me, but they suggested me to take placements. Yeah.
Okay, okay, Siddharth. So in your college, basically you are saying that the gate environment is not as I can say as popular. You were preparing for the gate exam, but other students they were not preparing for the gate exam. But your HOD supported you.
Yes.
So can you mention if they don't mind, like can you mention their name?
Yes, sir. His name is R. Srinivasa Raju, sir.
Raju.
Srinivasa Raju, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. So, Professor Srinivas Raju, you have my thanks that you supported students to gain knowledge, not only run in the placement race. You supported Siddharth, and you are supporting students that they should gain knowledge. They should study good conceptual knowledge. They should have, and they should they can go to the higher study as well, because now most probably Siddharth, you are going to get ISC Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Delhi, whatever college you just pick the name and you will get that college. So
Yes.
I think that will be a proud moment for your HOD professor as well, for us as well, your parents, for you. So I just want to thank your professor also, your HOD. So thank you, sir, for supporting the students. And yes, so Siddharth, anything you want to tell students about your about the tips for the future aspirants? You have any suggestion, any tips, anything?
Mm, Not any tips, sir, but for a student who is studying in BTech college, friends, going chilling out with friends or partying with friends, or yeah, these are very important. No, some not very important, but they're important in a BTech life. But career is the most important thing. You have to be focused on the career. If you don't mm, care about your career and you are like not your parents won't be happy after your 4 years of BTech. Neither your faculty will be. If you focus, do all these things. Chilling out with friends is also a very good thing. It will be like stress relief and all. But career is the at most. Give priority to the most to the career, and also to avoid. Don't try to restrict yourself to avoid distractions. Just remove the distractions. Yeah, that is. Regarding to the technical details, yeah, we can discuss it later.
Thank you. Thank you, Siddharth, for joining us in this session and for sharing your complete preparation journey with us. Actually, we will have more sessions with Siddharth, because Siddharth actually wants to answer each and every doubt that aspirants can have. The future aspirants, if they have any doubt, you can put in the comments. Today, tonight, tonight at 9 p.m., we will have another live session with Siddharth. There will be another live session. In that live session, we will ask those doubts that you will ask, that you will put in the comments. We will ask those doubts with Siddharth. So you can get answers to all your doubts from All Engineering 38 with final year. So you can ask all your doubts. Please put your doubts in the comments, and we will have another session tonight at 9 p.m. live with Siddharth. There we will discuss many more doubts. The link you will find in the description of this video, also in the pinned comment, you will find the link. So there will be some more sessions with Siddharth. You can consider this session as a part one, and there will be more sessions. And we want to get answer of each and every doubt that any aspirant can have. That is what our purpose. That is our purpose, and that is what Siddharth also recommended. That sir, I am getting many messages on the LinkedIn. We will share the LinkedIn profile of Siddharth in the description, in the pinned comment. You can find, and you can connect. You can connect with Siddharth on the LinkedIn. You can talk to him. You can get guidance from him. And basically, Siddharth suggested us that I'm getting many doubts. Many students are messaging me on LinkedIn, and I want to answer each and every doubt. This is what Siddharth told us. So we are going to conduct multiple sessions with him until all the doubts are resolved. So, Siddharth, thank you for joining us in this session. And in the next part, see you in the next part tonight. And
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Siddharth. So please, all the students, if you have any doubts, please put your doubts in the comments. Siddharth is, I can say, hell bent on answering all your doubts. So see you in the next part. Okay. Thank you.